Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Advance, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a bombshell of a story for you guys here today. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. So this was a story that was sent to me a few hours ago, and when I initially saw it, I'm like, this can't be real. So I was like, I'm not going to produce a show on this. And then as time went by, I'm like, well, might as well see what it's about. So I decided to read it. And essentially, it's a report from Yahoo Sports that was essentially published 2 days ago that we missed. It says, Lakers reportedly once offered Kobe Bryant to Cavs for LeBron James. And I'm like, what? Really? Now, LeBron fans will hear that title. You see. I told you, LeBron is better than Kobe. That's the reason that they wanted to move him. And I'm like, nah. If this story gets in the hands of the wrong person, they're going to go up there and spit some type of disgusting narrative. And I'm like, nah, we're going to break it down the way it needs to be broken down. So let's get into what this report had to say here. It continues on. Kobe Bryant's legacy is so impressive and gaudy that it's sometimes easy to forget that he went through a very turbulent stretch in the middle of his career. After the Los Angeles Lakers traded his co-superstar Shaquille O'Neal in 2004, he was doomed to go to war with a very anemic cast over the next 3 seasons. They missed the playoffs in 2005 and got ushered out in the first round of the playoffs by the Phoenix Suns in 2006 and 2007. And by 2007, the offseason, Bryant was fed up. He infamously demanded a trade, and although the Lakers were very reluctant, let me say that one more time, and although the Lakers were very reluctant, let me say it once more, although the Lakers were very reluctant to entertain his this trade demand, they did eventually start having discussions with a few teams. One of those teams was the Cleveland Cavaliers, who had a 22-year-old future Hall of Famer by the name of LeBron James. Reportedly, the Lakers actually tried to see if they could swap Bryant for James. According to multiple sources with direct knowledge of the event, the Lakers once contacted the Cavs to investigate whether Cleveland would make James available in a possible Bryant trade, wrote Brian Windhorst. In the summer of 2007, Bryant was a 28-year-old and coming off of a season in which he averaged 32 points per game and shot 46% from the field. He had 3 rings and would have won his first most valuable player award the following season. Bryant was under contract for 2 more seasons, but he was frustrated with the Lakers after 3 consecutive subpar seasons following the Shaquille O'Neal trade. Of course, the Cavs said no. Who in their right mind would trade a player such as James, who had led his team to the NBA Finals and seemed content in Cleveland at the time? The Cavs said that James indeed was untouchable. Sources said they attempted to make the Lakers a different offer for Bryant, offering anyone else on their team in a package for him. The Lakers had no interest. Later, Los Angeles reportedly reached an agreement on a trade involving Bryant with the Detroit Pistons. However, Bryant had a rare no-trade clause, and he vetoed the deal because he had a short list of teams on the list of his destination, in Detroit wasn't on that list. Okay, so you heard what the article had to say, and then later on talk about Paul Gasol. So let's break this down. First of all, at that time, Kobe Bryant was the best player in the world. Okay? He was the best player in the world. Around 2003, Kobe became the best in the world. So the article said the Lakers were very reluctant. Why would you be reluctant? Why would they have been reluctant? Because he's the best player in the world. So trading away the best player in the world, you're going to have a little bit of trepidation about doing something like that. All right. So he was the best. So they're like, are we sure we want to let go of this guy? But Kobe was adamant that he wanted to move on. In the case of Cleveland was looking at it from this very standpoint. Kobe is 6 years older than LeBron. 6 years older than LeBron James. So Cleveland wanted to keep LeBron, not because he was better, because he wasn't. It's because he was younger. And he had untapped potential. So they decided, no, we don't want to trade him because he's younger. Right? That was the reason why. And it's not like as if they had any other championship aspirations at the time, right? So they were like, no, They're not going to trade him. In the case of the Lakers, ultimately, the late Jerry Buss was able to talk Kobe down, and they ended up getting Powell, and then they ended up figuring things out, and they ended up winning. Now, if you're telling me that the Lakers put a trade in front of the Cavs for a 22-year-old Kobe Bryant and a 22-year-old LeBron, the Cavs would have jumped on that trade. I'm sorry, bro. Sorry to break it to you, LeBron fans. They would have jumped on it. They would have jumped on it. The fact of the matter is simply this. Kobe was struggling in a conference that was loaded. Loaded to the brim. You must remember, at the time, the teams that were winning championships were all Western Conference teams. Quite literally. Go back to 2000. Right? Go all the way back to 2000 till 2010. Who was winning the championship in the East? There were two teams. In that entire window, there were two teams. Who were those teams? The Detroit Pistons and the Boston Celtics in 2008. All the other 8 championships came from either the Lakers or the Spurs or somebody else that I'm forgetting. So the West was loaded. No one was talking about, because if the Lakers felt that they couldn't win with Kobe, they would have moved them on. But what they knew was that they were in a crazed conference, and the guy needed more help. That's what the reality was. He needed more help. And the moment he got a little bit of help, and Kobe turned Powell into a Hall of Famer. Don't get it twisted. Pau Gasol, I think, was like maybe a 1 or 2-time All-Star. Kobe turned Powell into a Hall of Famer. He put a level of nastiness in Powell in terms of his mental disposition, especially after the shellacking that they took in the finals in 2008 against the Boston Celtics. Kobe said it, they needed to get a lot nastier. He said the problem was we went up against a team full of dogs. And his goal was, how can I infuse my personality in every single one of these guys? So when you go play against the Lakers, it's like you're playing against a team of me. He said it in the Muse docuseries. But it was smart for the Cavs to turn down that trade because he's older. It's smart. I 100% agree with the Cavs for doing that. They would roll their dice on a younger star. But if you told me they were the same age, well, let's put it this way. The rumor was the Miami Heat were planning on trading LeBron after he collapsed in the finals. How do you explain that? LeBron was 7 years old. And they were planning on trading him after that disaster in Miami. Y'all are aware of this, right? You don't need to go look around. Go ask Gilbert Arenas. He'll tell you. Right? So I know some LeBron fans were like, oh, you see, it's because LeBron was better. No, he wasn't. And nobody anywhere in the world was saying LeBron was better than Kobe in 2007. Quite literally nobody. Quite literally nobody. I grew up a basketball fan in that era. I bought all of those mixtapes and NBA things with NBA players. Everybody knew who the best was. Everybody knew. And it was Kobe Bryant. Ain't no two ways about it. These are my thoughts on this. So the question is simply this. What do you think about this report? And ultimately, do you think Cleveland made the right decision to turn down Kobe in that trade? And who did it work out the best for in the end? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts in the comment section. We catch you on the next show. Peace.